Right.
Cole, what are you up to?
Trying to organise the profiles on these instructors.
Profiles about Geoff?
Yeah, this is about Geoff's legacy. It's important that it's known through his academy.
Right.
We have our higher levels like Paul. He's the highest there because predecessor now to when Geoff passed away. I think you've met him.
Yeah, I think so.
The profile I've done on him is where I would have rather him speak about himself.
What's he achieved? Has he done much?
Not really. He hasn't been a person on the street.
Oh yeah.
A hotel scene. No, he's never done any of that sort of work.
Oh, mate, we're still alive, anyway.
Yeah, we're still here to tell it today. There's not many of us left now. What do you remember about Geoff when you first met him?
Met him that night in Sam's down on the Perth Highway, the pizza joint.
Oh, down there. Was that long ago, mate?
Geoff was sitting in the corner against the wall and you were on the other side of the table. I saw you and I came over and I didn't know who Geoff was. I'd never seen him. And I said, Cole, I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been doing? Well, and such. And then Sam came out, that's right, and we were just talking for a sec. And then, was it you or Sam who said this is Geoff? It might have been Sam.
I think it was Sam.
He might have. I think we shook hands from memory, and I said something like, "G'day," and then I sat down on your side of the table, and Geoff said something like, something to the effect of, "What do you do?" And I said, "In what way?" He said, "You train? Are you doing any training?" So, "Oh yeah, I train with Bob Jones and Kai." And he goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I train with Sam." I said, "Oh yeah," and all the photos on the wall. I've known Sam for quite a few years because I'm just down the road at Mentone. Yeah, Sam and I go back. There's some interesting incidents, but anyway. So that was the first introduction to Geoff, and then I think something like Sam might have brought a pizza out or some drinks, like whatever he did. We just started talking, and I said to Geoff, "So you're training with Sam, are you?" And he says, "Yeah." And I thought to myself, well, Sam's doing Taekwondo.
That's right, he was with the Korean style.
You've got to be, I guess, reasonably flexible, because I fought quite a few of these guys. So I sort of, maybe I shouldn't have judged, but I looked at Geoff and I didn't think he would be able to kick. But he looked powerful, so I thought, I won't say nothing. So anyway, we were just talking, and he did ask me quite a lot about Zendo Kai and Bob Jones. I said, well, in the old days when I started in Elizabeth Street, when it first opened, it was Bob Jones batches. You went in looking pretty and you come home black and blue. Oh boy, it's like... Yeah, that was 1972. He did ask me about Zendo Kai.
What did he say about Zendo Kai?
Oh, he just asked me a bit about it. Because when he said he did Taekwondo, that's because I've been doing all the tournament fights, and we fought a lot of guys from Taekwondo clubs. No, they try and kick your head off. He asked me about Bob Jones, and I said, well, sort of more traditional coming from Goju Kai.
Right.
Bob modified it because he was a bouncer, and it was full contact barefoot street fighting in the dojo. You got shit punched out of you and you bash shit out of everyone else, and you either stay or you leave. So I said to Geoff, most of the kicks were stomach height only, unless you do a roundhouse to the face or side of the head. Geoff was into nutrition.
That's right, he was a nutritionalist.
He was Zendo Kai in the city, training and Billy down on Franks and all that. Now, I was due to fight for, was it the Vic title or the Australian title? Whatever it was. And then Geoff had said to either you or Craig, not Geoff's brother Craig, our Craig.
Right.
He said what food or formula of training, and I didn't really know. I was just doing what I was doing, but I was real fit because remember I was swimming. I was doing lots of
was swimming. I can remember I was passed off as your coach.
Well, Geoff said to me, "What are you training for?" And I said, "Well, I've got a couple more fights." What do I have? 22 from memory. Yeah.
That's right. You talked about that night when we were here in 2017.
That guy, I thought we became friends for quite a while. He was a good bloke.
Where was that held? At the Hombu or?
Yeah, in the city, Hombu upstairs at Flinders Street.
No.
Cole.
I want you to talk about Geoff today, what they don't know. What was your first impression?
He'd never done anything in the street, he said.
He said that?
Yeah, they're sitting at the table. He said, I've never had any street incidents.
So you spent...
But you were sitting there, Cole. I said, you should have been at the pub when Cole was bouncing and I was in all the rockers. We were punching on every night for years.
So you found him interesting but non-interesting?
Yeah, well, I thought it was interesting, but he seemed to be a bit stubborn with only... That's it. Nothing else.
Now, I remember in the 70s, physically he was very fit and strong. He spent time with me teaching him a different way, and he said, but I cannot teach that.
And Cole, I think it was too much for him to take on and learn.
Mike, they know nothing about Bayside kickboxing. How did that badge become known to their academy? I want you to talk about that.
Long time ago, Geoff said, why don't you do your own thing? And I thought, oh yeah. So I thought about it. That's when I sat in my room every night after work for those 3 or 4 months and wrote everything on paper, step by step, every level and every punch, kick, combination, the whole lot. I came up with the name Bayside Kickboxing. Geoff, I don't know why he did this, but he came up with the name Bayside Karate and Kickboxing. And then someone pointed it out and I go, why is he doing that? I mean, that's sort of a bit of a rip-off because I was teaching the karate system, kickboxing after the system. And I said, well, what's going on? Why would you do that? And he goes, oh, no, I'm just trying. I said, but, Geoff, that was technically my name. I came up with that for me and all my fighters. So I didn't understand why he did it, unless it was he had some chip on his shoulder or something.
So I always questioned Geoff about that, and he didn't know how to answer me, like if I would have told you later on.
I had Craig come down to Parkdale when we were running the show, but Geoff was there, and then, and I mean, Craig's been at uni and studied, got all credentials in sports and fitness, all that shit. And then he was helping train and organise some power programs to get the guys fit for the fights and get into it.
Oh, right.
So I remember. Craig had just left, and then, I don't know why Geoff said this. He's got out in front of the class, he goes, all right, class, that was interesting. A lot of it's not worth worrying about or considering. I'll teach you and show you what you need to know. Oh. And I looked at him and gone, what? I go, this guy's a phys ed trainer, and he's talking about fitness, power, strength, power to weight ratio. So Geoff had a go and said, no, it's not worth worrying about all that stuff he showed you. Don't do anything, I'll train you, I'll fix you up. And I thought maybe he was getting jealous because I asked Craig, because that's his area.
That's his field.
My area was karate, boxing, kickboxing. His area was fitness and power. So Geoff said that, and that's what started the separation because of that. Because someone, I don't know who, one of the guys, might have been Howard or someone.
Oh, I remember Howard, yes, I remember.
Martin said, that's a bit littling, isn't it? And I've gone, why would he say that? And I don't know if you were there, I can't remember, Cole.
Somewhere.
Probably were, but why would he say that? Because we're doing it for the fighters to get them at the best so they can win.
Just to interrupt you for a minute, Paul will be listening to this, and so will everybody else, what they don't know about their academy. But continue.
Yeah, that's all right.
Continue.
That's all right. There's so much to say, but Cole, it was only maybe 2 months after that, I technically said something like, well, you know, what's this crap on? I had a bit of a go at him. I said, what's going on with all this crap about putting that down and saying this and that, and there's been more knives in the back. Now, what's all that about? Why? So then I said, you know what? You do what you want to do. I'll do something different.